on the podcast. I love that movie. I love that he was out there, not exactly being a rebel, but he didn't want to adhere to Hollywood's game, and I kind of dig that about him. And he has a fan base. He has amazing movies that won't die. So I mean, Night of the Living Dead, like The Walking Dead. I mean, people who worked with him are now still big. So
that's right.
I also love
I was gonna say, Nicotero is a director on The Walking Dead.
Yep.
Nicotero is from the school of Savini. You know, all of those guys know what they're doing on The Walking Dead, man. They're basically just doing Night of the Living Dead.
And I love how Romero, all zombies got their start from Romero not wanting to, in Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, not wanting to micromanage his zombies. He didn't tell them to walk specific way. He said, you have your own walk, and that's the way you're going to walk the entire time. So he put it on the extras and the actors. And I love that about him. I love that he just said, you do it. You're all unique. And I think that's why also people rally around him, is they got to express themselves in weird ways. And I think people embrace that.
Oh, yeah, man. And that's why the better zombie flicks that have come out in the 21st century, The Girl with All the Gifts.
Yeah, that was good.
There was the zombie movie. It wasn't really a zombie movie, but it ended up being a zombie movie. I think it was called American Zombie. The director was female, and the zombies, they can talk fully. They can walk and talk, but if they don't eat, they go feral. So they're trying to get equal rights, and they're trying to, it's like a documentary style zombie movie.
Oh, that sounds like iZombie.
And then iZombie. Exactly. iZombie. All of these zombie things that ended up being successful because the zombies were more cerebral. They weren't just about eating brains. There was a darkness, but you kind of sympathize with the zombies. That's Romero, man. Yeah. What you say, where he just lets the extras just walk around and do what they want to do. I'm going to find info on those other zombie movies, though, man. But yeah. Any
Oh, go for it.
Yeah. No, I'm done. Oh. Any one of those movies. Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I wrote an article about movies to watch for Halloween. I recommended Life After Beth. It's just this really. Have you seen it?
Wait. Beth became a zombie.
Yeah, and then she just dates this mopey Dane DeHaan. But Aubrey Plaza is just so weird in it.
It was Aubrey Plaza, yes. Yeah. I love that. Yes.
Yeah, I have so much fun with that. I just watched a movie on Shudder called One Cut of the Dead. That is my favorite 2019 movie by far. Japanese movie made for, the equivalent of $25,000 US. I don't want to spoil it, but have you seen One Cut of the Dead?
I have not.
I mean,
I'll check it out.
I don't want to tell you more. I wish I don't want to spoil it because it was I had it spoiled for me, but I still loved every second of that movie. But yeah, I think I also love. I don't mind the Dawn of the Dead remake. I saw that in a packed theater in San Antonio, one of the biggest theaters I've ever seen in. The audience went nuts. The remake.
That movie was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
That movie was honest. It was great. It was great. And Ken Foree and Roger and Peter, they both had cameos. And Savini.
Yeah, I love it.
They all together had cameos.
I mean, the beginning of that movie, I really like. I think it finds a nice kind of primal type of urgency. I mean, even World War Z I like because I think it's just nonstop movement. And I like Brad Pitt's character because he's like, let's go. And then he picks up that lady, chops off her arm, and then you have the small ending. I don't know. I love zombie movies.
I can watch just about any zombie movie at least once. My beef with World War Z is just, don't call that movie World War Z. Call that movie anything else but World War Z because that book was fantastic. And that book is something that needs to be an HBO 8 to 10 episode series.
I want an episode where the kid has to escape from that. And he's in Japan, right? And he has to escape from that apartment block.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's out of shape, but he's climbing down. Are you kidding me? That scene alone, that section of the book alone, is a 90-minute movie. Yeah. This guy trying to escape. It's dark when he opens the apartment door, but he hears like wet noises and oh my God, I'm scared right now.
You and I need to be associate producers if this thing gets rolling, man. That would be, I would just love that. And then the blind guy who's killing all the zombies, and then you have the battle of that square where they held off like 200,000 zombies. Yeah,
the Indians, they formed the Raj Singh Square in India. Yeah, and the Battle of Yonkers.
Yeah,
when they're coming Yonkers. Up the reason and this is the reason why that book touched me so, because I had to drive from Brooklyn up through Westchester And so I know exactly the highway that they're talking about in that book, and I can see it. I can see it like I've never seen anything in a book in my life, where they're just marching up from Manhattan, the one long zombie stream. How is this not in the movie? Brad Pitt, you beautiful bastard. Oh, that would have been amazing.
You know, they had more insane stuff in that film that they cut too. His wife got kidnapped by a guy. Then Brad Pitt joined a Russian crew where they killed people with like blades. And they filmed all of it, then cut it all out. But I like the quiet.
Terrible.
The quiet ending was good though, just him in that hospital.
It was.
I dig that movie, but yeah, I mean, but without Night of the Living. Well, I guess you know, there are the pretentious people out there that say White Zombie, and they talk about the other movies, but that was more kind of sort of Haitian voodoo that created the zombies.
The origins of the zombie flicks are mind control. Not dead. Yeah, mind control from magic. You know, you will go and you will be my slave and you will do the bidding, blah, blah, blah.
This is the first where they just, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, because apparently Romero had read the book or saw the I Am Legend, Richard Matheson, The Last Man, and he decided, okay, he didn't want to do vampires because Richard Matheson, that book, they were bacterially enhanced vampires. So he said, okay, let's take the zombie thing and just make it a disease. And so it's your neighbors trying to murder you. Yeah. And oh my God. And look how long this has persisted. It's over 50 years. And the amazing thing is the almost limitless number of TV shows, comic books, movies that have taken big chunks of his idea. And Romero wasn't a super rich guy.
Never.
Yeah. It really makes you think. If he was more litigious, we wouldn't have 3/4 of these zombie movies, I think.
It's like, thank you, George, for this, but we're not going to give you any of the royalties.
Seriously. Think of all the zombie movies you've seen where the bite transfers the disease.
Yeah.
That did not happen until this guy's movie came out. And you never see, it's like the case of Bill Finger and Bob Kane. Bill Finger is the guy who designed and wrote all the awesome Batman stories. He made the Joker, the Penguin. But Bob Kane was like, nope, I'm stealing credit. Tell with you.
You want to hear something cool about this movie?
Tell me something.
All right, so they went in and changed every single light in the mall so they could shoot wherever and not have to worry about the time that they would need to spend on the shoot.
Wow. Every single light?
Yeah, so in the mall, on the outside, when they were going around, they didn't have to worry about a setup to change lights because they went in there ahead of time and they added color-corrected lighting already into the mall.
Really hot. God, that must have taken forever.
And there's so many shots in this movie when you watch it again. You know, you watch Night of the Living Dead, and there's a lot more. There's longer shots. There really are.
Right.
Dwayne Jones monologues. It's awesome. You have these longer shots. And this one, if you watch it again, you'll notice a lot of really static short shots because that's just what they had to grab when they were out there. A lot of handheld short shots.
A lot of quick. Yeah, the mall's opening. Right.
I mean, that's what they had to do. And also, I found this interesting. They said that he never storyboarded Romero.
Really?
Yeah, he only had shot lists. So I mean, those shot lists are you probably have a strip board and you have all the shots you need. But I feel like his movies are very loose. But then you have someone like George Miller who made Mad Max Fury Road, and for every shot there was a storyboard. It's an interesting way.
I think that probably Miller uses the storyboards because there's a lot more potential for fatalities, quite honestly, in the George Miller Mad Max movies. If we do it exactly like this, there's a good chance you're only going to break your arm when you come flying out that car at 60 miles an hour. You know, Romero's like, okay, you 7 guys go over there, eat those pig guts, and action.
Hey, Savini, jump off this wall.
Yeah.
Savini's like, okay, I got
that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Savini, drive through this glass.
Yeah. Is there any particular way you want me to jump off the wall? Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. Just jump off the wall.
There's this amazing documentary about the movie, and they show this scene where Savini jumps from the second floor to the first floor, and what they have is they have a bunch of boxes set up and some mattresses, and he went in between them and whapped his foot really hard. Yeah, because he wasn't a stuntman. He wasn't. He was very versatile, very athletic, as you can see by his karate kick.
But he's in great shape. Yeah.
He wasn't a card carrying stuntman. So he did that stunt. He fell between them and jacked up his foot.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I said it before and I'll say it again. That man went to Vietnam, took pictures of corpses. George Romero's like, here, jump from the second-story building. Okay, this one? Sure.
Yeah. Wait, why are we setting up boxes?
Nothing that man would not do.
Why are we setting up boxes?
I need a box. Yeah, what are you talking about, box? Just put some leaves. I'll walk it up. Tom, your foot's backwards. I'll walk it off. Walk it off. All right, let's get some spirit gum and some foam. All right, let's make some latex. Let's go. Come on, people. You know, even now, 40 years later, 41 years later, 40 years can
later.
You imagine?
They still use boxes. Did you know that?
That's right.
Like,
I did not know that. That's insane.
Yeah, I've been on sets before, massive movies, like $200 million movies, and we're setting up boxes for people to fall on.
Dude, because these people grew up in the era of lawn darts and non-child proof capped aspirin. These were dangerous people who lived by the seat of their pants.
And I love all these
their own drummer.
All these guys. I love listening to Bruce Campbell talk. He's like, yeah, we did all these gags where I threw a front kick off a building, kicked a guy off the second floor, and then he fell into some jello. It was a great gag. Like that's the gags back then were just horrible. Like murderous.
Yeah. Bruce, you could have shattered that man's collarbone. He'll walk it off, rub some dirt on it.
It's for the gag. It's for a good bit. It's a good bit.
It's a gag. Yeah, it's the 70s. It's a gag. Yeah.
All right. So how about this? Let's take a quick break. Sorry to jump on you there, but we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about more gags. How's that sound?
All right. I'm gonna go eat these brains. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. Norbert, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so would you rather be stuck in the Dawn of the Dead mall that is loaded with zombies, so when the 4 of them arrive, you're in that situation, or in the Cube?
Wow. The Cube has no video games, no food, no potential household items that I could use, and there's a very good chance that I'm going to get sprayed in the face by acid or diced into literal cubes. On the other hand, I will not be eaten alive by my grandmother.
And you're very good at math.
Dings. And I'm very good at math. That's right. I know the Fibonacci sequence.
Yep. Forwards
and backwards. I'm also good at prime numbers.
Yep.
And all of that is due to PBS and Square One television. The mind boggles, man. What am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to go with the mall full of zombies. I'm going to go, wow. I think that really underlines how horrifying the Cube is. I would rather be in a mall of 4,000 to 6,000 zombies than to spend 10 minutes in the Cube.
Yeah.
Jesus.
At least in the mall, you could stretch it out a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I just love how they show up to the mall, they find a room that they can stay in, they build a ladder, then they build a fake wall that no one can get up to, and then they go around blocking the doors with those trucks, which leads to Roger's demise, and then they lock the doors, then they kill the zombies, and they put them in a freezer full of great meat, which you probably could have used. You could have just thrown them out. Well, I guess they don't have that many bodies to throw them outside.
No. Or you could just take them up to the roof and just leave them up there and just toss them off the side at your leisure.
I guess
you're not worried about the funky smell outside.
And it gives you something to do.
You get the cardio dragging those dead bodies up the stairs.
It's just I just love the nature of it and how and then once they have them all clear, they really start going for the consumerism, and then they get tired of the consumerism.
Well, this is the thing, this is why I only buy used cars, man, because something is only new for so long, and then after a while, you either need the new thing or the new thing. I mean, it's never enough. It's never enough, man, and that's what the zombies are about, man. They eat. They go, they eat, they go, they eat. Sorry. It's never enough.
Yeah, I love, man, it just, I don't know. I know you're supposed to view this as consumerism. You're supposed to view it as they're finding a comfy life inside of a mall as the world is going to hell.
That's right.
But you're still enjoying yourself. It's a very fine line to walk on.
Yeah.
This film. You know what I mean?
Well, and if you think about it too, this is 1978. So the video games are trash.
Yep.
You got to have either VHS or Beta that you're watching stuff on, and Beta was the higher quality at the time. There's not much to do in that mall except get blisteringly drunk, I think, every day, which is why after they settle the place down, you just see them always with a bottle of Jack.
And he
Or some
said, Ken
delicious
Foree
cheese.
said that was really, that huge roll of cheese. They said that was real Jack, by the way.
Yeah, it's 1978. Hell yeah, I'm drinking while I'm making this movie. Hell yeah. Minimum.
And like, he's out there playing racquetball. They make dinner for each other. How long? So